Welcome, SpeedGaming. We are here for one of the first matches of the Metroid Prime Mentor Randomizer tournament. It's a very unique one where these runners you see will be racing with more experienced runners that will guide them through the seed instead of just playing by themselves. So it's a very unique tournament that we have here. We have Luigi's Mansion and BowMan racing today. I believe their mentors today will be, let me check real quick. So Luigi's Mansion is going to be mentored by Lenofus, and BowMan is going to be mentored by Schwartz Gandhi. My name is Java. Our tracker today is going to be Worn Traveler, so thank you very much to them for tracking for us today, making sure we know who has which items, which is going to be very important here. Apparently I'm a bit loud, so I'm going to lower my volume a little bit. Hopefully this is a little better. And it looks like the racers are off already, so quick start here. All right, so no runners agreements today. We are just going to have a normal talent start with vanilla elevators. And the first trick we're going to see is space jump first. And usually this would be a pretty standard trick for some of the experienced runners, but in this one, sometimes the runners might struggle with it. And it seems BowMan gets it almost immediately and is rewarded with vanilla space jump. Luigi's Mansion struggling just a little bit with this. Looks like nothing under the ship so far. And Luigi's Mansion got it. Very nicely done. So now the only thing the runners have to do is go to Chozo, because without a launcher, that's the only direction we can go here. And it already seems like BowMan is using their dashes a little more effectively than Luigi's Mansion is. So it's something to watch for the remainder of the race to see if that might make up some time for them. That looked like a missile on grapple ledge. Oh, and there's Morph Ball in the half pipe. Oh, and there's grapple right there. So that's probably our launcher up on grapple ledge. And BowMan's going to be going for this immediately and gets it first try. That's not very easy to do. Luigi's Mansion getting their Morph Ball as well. BowMan almost getting the dash to get that grapple beam. Luigi's Mansion opting not to get that grapple yet. Just Mansion up there. Very interesting. I would have expected that to be the launcher with grapple in tow. Looks like Luigi's Mansion is going to be heading to a Tide Mecha, while BowMan makes her way into Ruined Shrine and is rewarded with a missile. And the launcher was on Hive Mecha. And another missile behind Hive Mecha as well. BowMan trying to check the item in Ruined Shrine up there. It looks like an E-Tank, and it is. Those early E-Tanks can be so crucial, especially for some of these runners here. Might not be able to avoid damage as well as more experienced runners, but only time will tell. And Luigi's Mansion finds a PB expansion behind the gallery wall. That's going to be big for them. Because they can already check all three shrine items. Looks like BowMan will eventually find that as well, as they are going through the Hive Mecha loop. Nice high five from the runners as well. Oh, Luigi's Mansion just ran into all those scarabs. BowMan finding that PB as well. Something to keep in mind is that those PB expansions are not logical, so the game will not place items behind power bombs until the main power bomb is logical. So we still don't know where our main PBs are, but that doesn't stop us from using those power bombs. BowMan doing what I thought Luigi's Mansion would have done and just gone straight through this room behind Hive Mecha that I always forget the name of, and look at Vault that way, but they chose to do the space jump from Main Plaza, which I find a little harder, but they did it with ease. And Luigi's Mansion still is going to find that E-Tank, luckily, so they'll hopefully refill their health very soon, and they're going to get that. A little stress from our runners a little early here. And that was just a missile in Vault that I missed. So we have a couple options here now. We could go into the mid part of Chozo, or we could warp back to Free at Crash Site, as well as Artifact Temple, and oh! That's big. So we find Varia in Ruined Shrine behind that powerbomb wall, behind that bomb wall. So BowMan is actually going to skip that check after picking up that power bomb and go straight into mid Chozo. That's going to hurt them in the long run. Although they could find bombs here, which might lead them back. Neither runner opting to check the tree so far. They might not know how to do that, but always a nice check to learn. So it looks like Luigi's Mansion is going to go back and check some of the missile lock checks in Talon, while BowMan is heading towards Watery Hall. Combine those two words together. Just a missile and Watery Hall access. And it looks like Luigi's Mansion is heading straight for either hints or Free at Crash Site. BowMan making use of that scan point that you can just barely scan, just straight ahead of it. And we have a flamethrower in Watery Hall. BowMan using those power bombs to check Dynamo. Unfortunately, do not have spiders, so we will not be able to check upper item of this. Just a missile there so far. And let's see what's in Free Crash Site on Luigi's side. While BowMan checks lower Watery Hall. Just an E-Tank. And they actually go for it and get it very easily. Nicely done. Those underwater movements can be really tricky. I should have mentioned this too, but I am also in this tournament, so I definitely know what it's like to be in these runners' shoes. I am not an experienced runner myself, so it's nice to see what some of the other runners are capable of, and so far I've been impressed with both of these two. It looks like BowMan is taking a safety save. That might be a Zoid play. Oh no, they're gonna pivot save here and check Talon checks here. Hopefully they find bombs soon, because that Varia and Ruined Shrine is drifting further and further away from them. We are getting an artifact hints play from Luigi, so everyone get your pad and paper out. If they decide to check it early. And there's bombs. This is going to work out really well for BowMan. Alright, first one is Control Tower. I don't think that... I bet they're going to read the other ones just through the pause menu. And they are going to read hints immediately. Let's see. We already saw PCA. Ouch. Ether. Biohazard containment. Okay, Elite Quarters and PCA, so we do have 2 on there. And Elder Shaper. Ew, not great. BowMan about to be getting that damage as well, if they decide to read those hints early. BowMan making use of the idea that you can scan the totem and scan dash out of that room. And we are getting hints play from them. Yeah, OP twice again. Yeah, chat making good points that at least we don't have PMT. Oh, and it looks like we're getting a Root Cave play from Luigi. We'll see if they opt to go for the Plasmaless Arbor Chamber. That's a very tough trick for some of these beginners, including me. I don't have the confidence to pull that off in a run. I did not know you could scan that through there. Oh, that's good to know, because finding that platform afterwards is a little hard. And we are going to see Arbor Chamber. BowMan going to find that energy tank and free a crash site. Luigi successfully getting out of bounds. The tough part comes here, for me at least. So the way this trick works is you're able to get out of bounds just above the ceiling and then jump through a hole in the room, which you pulled off very, very nicely. Nicely done. Props to them for doing that in a race. I would not have the confidence to do that. And with Varia and Toe, it looks like they're going to go... Or maybe they're just checking this item. I forgot they haven't checked this yet. It's just a missile. Oh no, they are going to Varia. And we're seeing both runners check Root Cave. Lower shore says just a missile. And BowMan is going to get the bad news that Arbor Chamber and Root Cave just have missiles. Ooh, it looks like they were going for an R jump to skip that X-ray platform. I haven't seen that before. Luigi wisely taking out the turrets before trying to climb this room. That's exactly what I would have done. Did we get a peek at Shore Tunnel? I think I missed that. Just a missile, thank you, chat. BowMan will probably find that area if they remember to check Ruined Shrine now that they have bombs. Oh, this is a method I haven't seen before. I can't imagine that being faster than the strat I use. I'm sure their mentor is probably telling them, but Luigi, if you stand on top of those little computers near control tower, like near the edge of the platform, you can dash off of one of the puffers, and it puts you right next to the door. Oh, we're getting a tree check from BowMan. Looks like they're setting it up right. I bet their mentor is telling them where to check it. It looks like they're just adjusting slightly to get this right. I agree that the faster strat sometimes isn't the one you want to do, but honestly, I find that much easier than what Luigi was trying to do. Oh, it clipped in a little bit, but I couldn't tell quite what it was. It looked like a missile. Oh, and BowMan is checking that Ruined Shrine. This is going to pay off really well for them. Just a missile, and I believe this is TTA. I have no idea what this room is called. Yeah, so to answer that question in chat, so this is what we're calling a mentor tournament. So each of these runners are actually racing with a more experienced runner to help them through the seed. So what'll happen is there's I believe 5 rounds of Swiss where the runners will be racing with somebody, and then a bracket stage after that where the runners will not be racing with somebody. And thank you to chat for telling me the mentors once again. So Luigi is being mentored by Lenofis, and BowMan is being mentored by Schwartz. And that was definitely a suit in Shorelines. I couldn't tell if it was Grav or Phazon, but it was absolutely a suit. We're seeing a gallery tunnel play from BowMan. I like this play. I hate orphaning this check. And of course, it's just a missile. That was gravity in Shorelines. Okay, thank you, chat. Yeah, behind the ice, but locked by plasma. Yeah, I think I mentioned this earlier, but yeah, BowMan has had slightly better movement throughout the seed, Luigi so far. But so far, Luigi's routing has been just a tiny bit better because they found that Varia on first pass, so they didn't have to go back for it like BowMan did. And BowMan finally heading into Magmore. I don't think there was anything notable in Magmore, so this should be a pretty standard trip for them. Although I actually don't remember Luigi checking a lot of this. I might have just missed it. Oh, that's why, because they went through talent. They didn't come this way. So these are all new checks. So without Wave Beam, there's not much we can, or Plasma, I guess, there's not much we can do here in Fen. Well, there's something in Canyon. I can't see what it is, but it looks like they're interested in it. It's Supers. Oh, and Wave Beam in Triclops Pit. That's huge for BowMan. Because now they can do way more of Fen than Luigi can on this first pass. And another PB expansion in Storage Cave. That's going to be nice. Because I believe, yeah, Luigi only has one, and I think BowMan just had the one from Ruined Gallery, and then this one. Yeah, they have two. Wow, that was a big turnaround for BowMan. Yeah, I'm wondering when Luigi's going to realize and go back for that. Luckily, they can't go very far without that wave. Yeah, as chat points out, it'll be a pretty quick lockout for them. Looks like Luigi is checking for Vanilla Wave. Unfortunately, we know it will not be there. BowMan doing a nice quick climb of what's this? Monitor station? Monitor station. Yeah, you're right. Luigi could lockpick the door if they know how to do it. Oh, Luigi, you can stand on that next part. There you go. Now you can reach it. Yeah, looking back, I'm really surprised that Luigi didn't check those other Magmore checks. BowMan's movement throughout the seed has been very, very good. Like, I would not expect them to be a beginner with their movement so far. That was just a missile in Chapel. And BowMan is going to be making their way into Fen. Yeah, really, all that's left for Luigi to do is save warp back and go to Chozo. And BowMan gonna get the news that Gravity Suit is plasma locked. And we do need that Gravity Suit for an artifact in Biohazard. At least those supers showed up too. Yeah, supers can be really tricky sometimes because they can really be almost anywhere in the game. BowMan going to check this Ice Ruins East track, which is just a PB. I do not remember what was behind the ice here, if it was checked. Okay, it was nothing. I bet Luigi's Mansion is going to check the tree very soon after finding those supers. But I think those are probably pointing more towards Hydra with that wave in tow. And it was just a missile in the tree. BowMan making this chapel check, which we know is nothing. Ooh, farming for a PB, so maybe they're checking Magma Pool right now. And that's exactly what they're going to do. I like this play. Unfortunately, not as good of a play as with Wave, but this would be huge if Magma Pool has something. Unfortunately not. Yeah, to answer some stuff with chat, yes, the graphic behind was used in the Metroid Prime Randomizer tournament last year, and we trust SpeedGaming to take care of that soon. But for now, enjoy the runners racing, and at least them putting that on for us. So we're going to get to see a lot more checks in Fen from BowMan after that wave showed up for them. I'm guessing Luigi will fight Zoid and maybe Furnace before heading back to Magmore and finding that wave. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if both of them know how to do Observatory Dash. Based on BowMan's showing so far, I'm guessing they can do it. Luigi has looked a little less comfortable with their dashes, so I think if BowMan is going to make up a lot of time, I think they're already ahead, but they could definitely make up more time if they know that dash, and Luigi doesn't. BowMan finding those supers. Luigi struggling with the standable, as I do as well. I never can find that one unless I just happen to get it randomly. Where is BowMan going? Was there something in Chapel that we missed? Did they not check this already? Oh, I must be thinking of when Luigi checked it. Yeah, I thought BowMan was there. Oh, they're going back with Earth to try to check the item. I have not seen this done before. Apparently, it was a very recent discovery. Oh, that makes sense because I think Schwartz was the one that actually was vouching for this check. Looks like Schwartz is trying to set them up nicely. Lucky for them, they're pretty far ahead with Luigi missing that wave. So they've got some time here. Oh yeah, good point. He had to have checked Chapel because the gate's open. We are getting a Zoid play from Luigi, and BowMan decided. Oh, we saw that? I could not see that. So BowMan was trying to do this trick that I'm not super familiar with, but apparently when you fire a super missile, the camera can clip through the statue and actually look at the item. Yeah, I could not tell what that item was, but that's saying it was ice in was it in Chapel or Chozo Ice Temple? Nothing on Zoid. Unfortunate for Luigi. But actually great for BowMan. Okay, yeah, so Ice Temple. So yeah, Ice Beam and Ice Temple. Fitting. That is huge information for BowMan. Wave was in Triclops. Let's see what's in Furnace. Honestly, it might be a blessing in disguise that Luigi didn't find anything here, because if they had, they might have followed that item instead of going back to Triclops Pit for that wave. BowMan doing labs with only wave and power beam, which is never fun. Making good use of those rapid-fire missiles, though. Luigi should be heading back to Magmore anytime now. Unless they want to do Flagra, I think that's the only other check they can make without wave. Yeah, I was thinking Hydra will have something after that Super showed up. And we're about to find out. Something to note too is that if Boost Ball is not here in Hydra, this whole play is probably out of logic, given that ice is plasma locked. And we don't have Boost Ball. It's nothing. Okay, so this is likely out of logic. So actually, the fact that that's nothing probably means that either Tower of Light or Train Shaper Access could definitely have something. Or even Flagra, actually. Yeah, so they're definitely... Boost could definitely be somewhere. I'm assuming it's going to be one of those wave lock checks that we just talked about. And it looks like BowMan is going to go for this observatory dash. Oh, very close on that first try. Nice. Second try from BowMan. Yeah, their dashes have been impressive all day. Oh! That's hilarious. So, we have to go in from the back, so that plasma is probably going to be fairly soon. That's actually really good information. Oh, it's Spider. It's not Boost. It's Spider. Okay. I thought that was Boost Ball. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Yeah, the colors when they have the pink Variasuit, I always get tricked by the colors. I think the slope jump to get that item is in logic, but I know Observatory Dash is not. So I think you can still get that item, but I could be wrong. That was a weird looking nothing in Lava Lake for Luigi. We know this is an artifact in Control Tower. Actually going to be our first artifact for both runners. A pseudo-vanilla artifact. And Luigi finally finds their wave. That was pretty much almost the last location for them. I think they only had about 3 more checks they could have made. Unfortunately, struggling with the slope jump. It is a little tricky if you don't know where to stand. But they ended up getting it. Nicely done. BowMan heading to Ether, where there is also an artifact. So they'll have 2 by the end of this lab trip. Unfortunately for them, they cannot reset if they don't find ice, which we know they can't because they peaked it in Chozo Ice Temple. Yeah, to answer that question in chat, that slope jump up the Triclops pit is possible and also in logic. So that's why that wave beam was there before X-ray. Yeah, the vanilla way to do that is there's a bunch of X-ray platforms that you can jump on, and you just shoot the door with shoot the wall with a missile. And while we were looking at Luigi, we did find thermal in lower Research Lab Ether. BowMan trying to do this the quick way, which I also struggle with where to jump. I usually just go to the part that's to the right of them and then at least cut out half of the track. But they nailed that anyway. And that is artifact number 2 for them. And I have a feeling Luigi is going to be feeling very behind after finding that wave so late. With thermal, I wouldn't be surprised if BowMan goes for Thardus. Nice wave buster in Research Core. Yeah, unfortunately Plasma cannot be an MQA because of that Ice Beam in Chozo Ice Temple. Now this will be interesting to see what Luigi does, because as we've stated, BowMan knows how to do Observatory Dash, but based on what I've seen so far, I don't think Luigi knows how to do it. But only time will tell. Yeah, Luigi checked Zoid, it was nothing. Yeah, BowMan skipped pretty much all of mid-Chozo, and Luigi went back for it before going back to Magmor. Yeah, I think there's a strong possibility that BowMan goes for Thardus now. I don't know if we saw that item check, but it was just a missile in Ice Ruins West. That thermal isn't super locked. You could just shoot that with a missile. What is BowMan doing here? Are they trying to get to the save station? Oh, yeah, they're trying to get to the save station. So I'm guessing this will not be a Thardus play. Looks like they're pivot saving. Yeah, we did see a save warp from BowMan. Did Luigi not check this item before they saved? They don't need plasma for workstation. They have everything they need. Logically, you need thermal, but really you just need wave. And morph. My guess is Luigi is going to check Hydra, and if they don't know the dash, they'll reset out. That's probably why they saved. Because they know there's artifacts here. So if they do know Observatory Dash, they'll have to, they can't save warp out. BowMan going for a Tower of Light check. 2 items we can check here, both Tower Chamber and the actual Tower of Light. Oh, that's right. Ghost is in logic as well. BowMan doing these Tower of Light dashes instead of having to do the vanilla way where you shoot a bunch of missiles. Oh, you're right. Yeah, Sun Chamber isn't in logic yet. Tower of Missiles strikes again. And it looks like Luigi is going through, so they must know how to do Observatory Dash. That's huge if they can get this. Because then they can at least stay on pace with BowMan. And there's Plasma, as predicted. It was behind one of those wave lock checks. So now both that Gravity and Ice Beam are in logic. Luckily for Luigi, they know that Gravity is Plasma locked. So they'll be tempted to go back towards Shorelines once they find Plasma. And that puts you right next to Chozoei's Temple too. So you might as well just check that. And Luigi's Mansion going for that Observatory Dash. So BowMan is in X-Ray Phase on Go mode, I believe, because they know, unless Boost is still locking something, but I don't believe so, because BowMan peaked the Chozo Ice Temple item, which was Ice Beam, and Luigi's Mansion did not, so they do not know that's there. Yes, Tower Chamber is in logic without Gravity, otherwise the speed would be impossible because Plasma's locking Gravity. And we are seeing ghosts from BowMan. And BowMan fired a super into the Wasp, like I always do. Yeah, chat, I think chat's right, where the last tournament, that slope jump was intermediate, but I think it was downgraded to beginner because it really is very, very simple. Yeah, Luigi's Mansion's struggling with this dash just a little bit. Hopefully they can get this soon, because they're going to need a lot of help to catch up to BowMan. because they've still got to find that plasma. Plus, they don't know about that ice beam in Chozo Ice Temple. BowMan opting not to use their 2 power bombs to try and get some of these tentacles out twice at a time. Yeah, BowMan peaked ice with um with super missiles. Oh, and Luigi got the dash. Good on them. Please just don't fall now. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I would save 2. I would save 2 after that. Nicely done. So Flogger had nothing. Let's see if Ghost has anything. So now with that plasma, all of labs is actually in logic, because with plasma, that's locking gravity, which allows us, and that allows us to go through Twin Fires tunnel without Spider, and then Ice Beam lets us get through the back of labs instead of the front. Oh, and Luigi's Mansion, unfortunately, triggering the pirate fight. It looked like they tried to jump over it, but walked a bit too far forward. That's so easy to let happen. Yeah, unfortunately, this is going to be another time loss that BowMan just a little quicker than them at. Did the supers whiff the Ghost? So Flaga had nothing. Luckily for Luigi, that's going to catch them up a little bit. I just realized Control Tower is actually in Logic the vanilla way. Oh, that was a really cool way to try to get through that. I don't know if that's possible. And there's the first artifact for Luigi. I don't know what that would do as far as speed, but if you could get through that little opening in Control Tower, that'd be kind of cool. I actually don't think Control Tower logic requires plasma, because I've had plasma there on these settings before. I think that was downgraded to beginner standable stuff. Again, I could be wrong. Yeah, BowMan looks like they're gonna go straight to Fen after finding that plasma. Luigi approaching their second artifact in Ether. And we'll also find that thermal. It'll be interesting to see if they go for Thardus, because BowMan has not yet. I guess that was probably smart, knowing that Plasma was in logic before that check. Nice dash from BowMan. They did that earlier too, but I didn't get a chance to comment on it. Yeah, they'll also be able to get gravity here. Luigi finding that Wave Buster, which means absolutely nothing. I cannot believe in one of the first races where this Supers tech was discovered for that, Chozo Ice Temple had something huge. That's unbelievable. And there's our Ice Beam. Unbelievable. So we are still looking for that X-ray that could be in a multitude of places. So if Luigi's Mansion has any chance to really catch up, it'll be if they can find that X-ray. Because right now BowMan is in a commanding lead with that Ice Beam knowledge. Well, not no longer knowledge, having that Ice Beam and that gravity suit. I'm guessing Luigi will find Plasma very quickly because it looks like they're heading straight towards Chozo. It looks like BowMan is either going for Frigate now or just going to the back of Chozo. We do have to get Elder Chamber at some point. So the other artifacts were Elder Chamber and Biohazard. So they have to go through Frigate eventually. And they both got their other two in Fen. And it looks like BowMan is heading towards the back of Chozo. Nicely done. Frigate craft site climb. Nothing in Overgrown Cavern. And Luigi's going to quickly find this Plasma Beam. Grapple's not a logical escape out of Thardus. That's weird. I completely missed what was in Antechamber. Oh, never mind. We just saw it. Huh. For some reason, I thought BowMan was missiling the door out of Antechamber. Yeah, both runners already have the Ether and Control Tower artifacts. Oh, Luigi's Mansion saving that dash by landing on the next platform down. I just learned how to do these dashes. They are not easy. I have got to learn how to do that jump off the statue. It makes that room so much faster. And Luigi almost getting to the top of Tower of Light. Again, those dashes are not fun. Yeah, I was gonna say if I were them, I'd probably just check the item. That's what I would do. And they're gonna see it's just a missile. And BowMan about to get their third artifact. Oh, hey TGC. So we have all beams. So BowMan found Wave in Triclops Pit very early, and Luigi didn't because they went through Twin Fires instead of through Lava Lake. So that put BowMan in a significant lead. Along with that, BowMan peaked Chozo Ice Temple with Plasma, and it turned out to be ice. So that put them in a massive lead. That's been most of the story so far. Yeah, with Super, sorry. Yeah, luckily for Luigi, Gravity Suit was in shorelines behind the ice. So the newly found plasma for them should lead them back in that direction. We are seeing a training chamber peak. And that's just a missile, luckily. I'm assuming there was nothing in Crossway. I missed that. And we're getting a Zoid play from BowMan. We know this is nothing. Crossways missiles, thanks. So we still haven't found main PBs. PBs haven't locked anything for it. But nice to know that's still not logical. Oh, good point, chat. Yeah, BowMan did Flagra and Ghost. And Luigi hasn't. So that's really been the one time save that Luigi's had. Not sure why Luigi's saving here. Maybe just to refill health before they do Flagra. Yeah, it looks like they're doing that. I'm surprised that Luigi isn't rushing that gravity. I guess from their perspective, they have fighter, they have supers, so both checks are in logic. At this point, I'd check Dynamo if I were Luigi, upper Dynamo. BowMan too, honestly. Because we found both Spider and Thermal in labs, but we don't, but we know that's not in logic, so I'm not sure I like this play from them. Are we sure that Spider's locked by boost? So that slope jump's not in logic? Because technically that ice is in logic with plasma. BowMan did get grabbed. Yeah, they went straight to Fendrana after finding that plasma. Let's get some Flogger music. Yeah, I completely agree that Frigate is kind of calling my name right now. I got going to the back of Chozo because of the Elder Chamber artifact. I think after these checks, I think they've got to do Frigate. No main PBs and no boost. Yeah, and unfortunately for Luigi, any time that they gained from BowMan doing this is now lost. Because one, BowMan did it from the back very fast, and two, there's nothing here. Oh, BowMan might be going to check up for Dynamo. Or just save warping. Nope, they're just going to save warp. Now, I would be shocked if BowMan doesn't go to Frigate now. And it looks like they are heading that way. I like this play. I guess while we're looking for X-Ray, they might as well try to just clear out Chozo before doing that. Oh, that pirate knocked them off the grapple. That's annoying. Yeah, Luigi needs to quickly go back to Fendrana and get that gravity. If they skip the back of Chozo, that could be huge. Because there was nothing there other than the Elder Chamber artifact. And I'm assuming there's gonna be something here in Frigate. Yeah, everyone loves the calm, relaxing frigate music. No one ever wants to be there, though. A required frigate seat is never fun. And for those joining us a little late, we do have an artifact in Biohazard. So these runners do have to go through frigate. Luckily, BowMan has gravity and thermal, so this first room, luckily this trip should be a lot easier than having to do this room gravityless. Because that is really terrible. And thermalless is pretty terrible. Luigi save warping. This could be good for them. Oh, but they're not going that way. Where is Luigi? Oh, Luigi's going back to Fen. Right. They can't go that way. Yeah, they have to be going back to Fen for that. Honestly, just with Plasma, they should be tempted to go that way anyway. Like, where else can they really go? Just please check Chozo Ice Temple. Yeah, X-Ray on Thardus would be huge if Luigi goes for it. Oh, they're going in from the back. So probably checking Cumon and Thardus, I'd assume. Artifact number 4 for BowMan now. So the only artifacts BowMan has left are PCA and OP. We are still looking for that X-ray visor. So that could definitely throw a wrench in the seed if that's somewhere terrible. Where do we want X-ray to be, chat? Where are we thinking? I've heard of Thardus. That would be pretty awesome. Boost locked. That'd be awesome. Vanilla X-ray in Life Grove? That'd be fantastic. That also would really help Luigi. Did we see Workstation? What is that? There it is! Wow, that's huge. That is huge for Luigi. This just got so much closer. That's in a rough spot for BowMan. What a play from Luigi. Unfortunately, I'm guessing they'll go through Thardus, which is going to be a time killer, and probably not anything unless it's phase on. Well, I guess it could be boost still. Yeah, I'm guessing BowMan will do all of Upper Mines first, and then go back for that X-ray, because they know it can't be in Lower Mines. BowMan is almost out of frigate. If Hydra Access Tunnel has nothing, that's huge for Luigi. Alright, let's see what Hydra Access Tunnel has for us. I do want to shout out our tracker again one more time, Warren Traveler. Thank you for doing that again. Makes doing this a lot easier for everyone. I guess now's a good time as any to say, please follow the runners. They're putting on an amazing show for us. As well as the mentors, if they're also linked, I'm not sure if they are. But definitely follow the runners and our tracker as well. Okay, Qmon was nothing. Are we going to see a Thardus play? I think we are. Unfortunately, only one PB. Usually I like to use it at the start of the fight because it gets rid of 2 phases, I guess you could say. But I know a lot of people like to save it for the end, because that one, I think that one has more health. I'm not sure though. There's definitely pros and cons to both. I wonder if Luigi knows about how if you bomb Thardus, it breaks the it skips the thermal part of the fight, so it just appears already. I'm surprised Leno isn't telling him to try and bomb that, but so far Luigi's doing a decent job with handling this fight. Looks like we're getting a main quarry check from BowMan. Let's see what we got here. That's a nothing. I really should look that up, if that fighter is in logic or not. That's really telling for what could be both here in Mines or on Thardus. Okay, so spiders. So that observatory item does need boost, even if you come in from the back. Good to know. BowMan and Schwartz really thinking about what to do after this. Oh, I bet they're... Well, I'm not actually sure what they're doing here. Because I know they don't have boosts to get through Elite Research, but there's only one check this way. So unless this is something that's... I mean, you have to backtrack anyway, so... Little... by this. And while watching BowMan, I almost missed that. Artist had a missile. Unfortunate for Luigi, but they are in a nice place with that X-ray. That is really huge for them. And it looks like they are on their way to get their gravity and hopefully their ice beam as well. I believe every other trick is allowed other than IS. I believe that's right, chat. Yeah, this is interesting to see what BowMan and Schwartz are thinking, because if I didn't have boost, I would go through and check Storage Depot A and Elite Research and then do this. Because this leads straight into lower mines as well. Oh, load delay as well, that's right. Ooh, a cool looking gravity suit from Luigi. Just an E-tank. And Luigi is going for Chozo Ice Temple. This is huge. Because now they'll get that ice beam. So BowMan is going to be isolating that Elite Research check as well as the Storage Depot A. I guess this does make sense because we still don't have mains. This makes more sense now that I think about it. Oh, well, never mind. There they are. Wow, that's a tough mains location. BowMan opting to use plasma? No, not plasma. Oh, super. I haven't seen that strat before. Yeah, vent shaft is that is the half pipe room where with the poison gas that comes out. Oh, is BowMan gonna check worksite this way, or are they just going to PPC? If they go up to worksite from here, it could be GG's. Because all they have to do is just go through lower mines. And unfortunately for them, they're going to be turning around. We still do not have our boost ball. I'm trying to think of where that could be. Because we've seen pretty much all of Chozo. We have seen all of Chozo. We've seen all of Talon minus Life Grove. So the only place that could be is Great Tree Chamber. In Fen, oh, I guess it could be in Far Fen. Yeah, so Boost Ball can be in Far Fen, or it's somewhere in mine. And yes, as chat points out too, we are still looking for Phazon. That's something else that Luigi could find that would really put them ahead of BowMan. Overgrown Cavern was nothing. I think it was a missile. Because BowMan did the free crest like climb to get to late Chozo. Yeah, boost locked Phazon would be really cool. Not for the runners, but for the spectators. Nice super into the invisible drone fight. Luigi is not opting to go to Far Fen. And I probably agree with this because at this point, I would just go fight OP and hope you find Phazon along the way. BowMan save warping out, knowing that they've checked all the possible X-ray locations. Well, actually, X-ray could have been on the Phazon Elite Pirate or Storage Depot A. Now, where is BowMan gonna go from here? It looks like they're probably heading towards Workstation, if I had to guess. Luigi is finding their main power bombs. Yeah, I think BowMan is going to come across that X-ray very, very soon. And most likely rush that OP those two OP artifacts. BowMan can OP once they get Workstation, which I'm assuming they'll find, because they're gonna have to go right past it. Oh, was something in Vent Shaft that we missed? Oh, it was a missile. Nice dash from BowMan to get across Twin Fires Tunnel. Yeah, I've said it once, I'll say it again, but I've been very impressed with BowMan's movement for a beginner. Oh, Luigi. This is not a lot of health going into that fight with the drone. That's a little better. Oh, right, they have X-ray. They should be fine. Nice. Okay. Okay, please do this maze carefully. And I think BowMan, if they don't hot dog it, will be getting this X-ray. So, come on, Luigi. Oh, please save. Please save. Please save. Okay, there it is. And BowMan will be picking up that X-ray. That's gonna be that's gonna put them in a pretty substantial lead with all the checks that they have over Luigi. But Luigi is right here. I shouldn't say substantial because Luigi's right here in lower mines with X-ray. So they'll be able to do all of this in one pass. So Luigi has to do Elder Chamber and Biohazard. Yeah, and BowMan is going to go straight back to Phazon. Or Lines. So both runners are going to be heading into lower mines at pretty much the same time. It'll be interesting to see who comes out faster. I wouldn't say Biohazard is easy, but they do both have gravity. Oh, did Luigi see something in MQA? Oh, it's Phazon. Okay. Shout out to Metroid Prime from the Nintendo GameCube for creating a spider track that you can just walk across. That probably isn't the best location for Luigi's case because BowMan's going to find that, route in their artifacts, and then save warp out, and they'll be done. Luigi will still have to go back for Elder Chamber and Frigate. BowMan's... This is... I feel pretty comfortable saying this is BowMan's race to lose. Because Luigi still has to go through Frigate to grab Biohazard and go back to Elder Chamber to grab that artifact as well. But BowMan's going to be able to get these artifacts and then save warp out and immediately go to Ridley. Yeah, and as chat points out, they do have a little more energy, so don't have to quite play as cautiously. Oh yeah, that's right. Still no boost. That must be in Far Fen, unless it's just here in like Fungal Hall B or MQB. Or PMT, I guess. Yeah, there's 3 more checks it can be in lower mines. Neither runner checked a lot of upper mines. We're still missing... We don't know what MQA is or Elite Research is. Of course, Elite Research can only be one of them. Oh yeah, it can't be here because Boost was locking Spider. That's a good point. So it has to be Farfan. Upper Dynamo was not tech? Oh, nice Ice Spreader. Wait, yeah, it can't be Upper Dynamo because Spider Lock. Ice Spreader is a nice pickup. Definitely helps with XO. It did look like BowMan had to go back for that check. That would have really stunk if they forgot that one. That would have been a pretty crucial item to miss. And I didn't mention, but with that Phazon suit, BowMan officially enters Go mode. All they have to do is fight OP for 2 artifacts, and then they can save warp back to Ridley. Luigi wisely taking out those plasma troopers before jumping over to that side. That's exactly what I do as well. Yeah, endgame has been so smooth for these runners. Other than the lack of boost. They've just had everything handed to them. Especially BowMan. Oh no, did we have a disconnect on Luigi's side? Oh good, okay. Looks like they're just lagging a little bit there. But they are on their way to OP. And very conveniently catching up right as we saw the MQB item, which was a missile. Yeah, BowMan is hot on Luigi's tail here. But with a 2 artifact lead, so that's going to be crucial for them. And BowMan grabbing that ice spreader, that's going to be really good for them. Should help with their XO. Alright, and we've got OP from Luigi's side. Probably pretty soon to follow on BowMan's side. A little on misses, but enough to do the super strat if they're comfortable with it. I definitely prefer that one over the plasma strat. Oh, I guess I would take care of those ice troopers since it's ice. Yeah, and Luigi's gonna do just that. Should be enough time to reset and find a Mega Pirate. Oh no. They didn't launch a super. They are not going to get this one cycle, unfortunately. so now they're going to be really low on missiles. Yeah, this is going to be tough for them. They're okay on health for now. And we got a simultaneous OP. Yeah. BowMan manipulating that OP a little better so far. Yeah, BowMan started that fight going to the left of OP, whereas Luigi let OP see them, so the fight technically started from there. But yeah, BowMan didn't allow OP to see them at first, so just allows them to shoot missiles at him without OP even reacting. Or in his case, just plasma shots, because he does not have a lot of, or they do not have a lot of missiles there. So Luigi should have just 2 more cycles of supers to go through. Getting absolutely bullied by those pirates, though. Oh. BowMan got robbed there. So unfortunate for them. Yeah, barely missed the 1 cycle. I'm so surprised that they missed that. It looked like they had a good start. I'm not sure what happened. Alright, so if you're looking at the tracker, it looks fairly even right now, because they both have pretty much all their items and 4 artifacts, but BowMan is about to get 2 very, very quickly. So BowMan will have the lead going into Ridley. Oh, BowMan was low on missiles. Wow. Luckily, yeah, he just needs 1 more plasma shot. Oh. What? Wow, OP really was trolling with BowMan today. I always wonder what the faster way to do this is. Like, do you go back through MQB or just go to the Magmore save station? I feel like it's gotta be through MQB. Yeah, and BowMan did turn around. Luigi opting to check upper mines first. I'm not sure why. I probably would have just save warp because they have everything they need. I guess they could still be looking for boost. This is an E-tank, if I remember correctly. It is. Oh, yeah, they could be going backwards frigate. That'd be smart. I'm watching BowMan very closely because I've been trying to learn this slope jump. Nicely done from them. Oh yeah, Luigi's going backwards frigate. Yeah, I like this play a lot. BowMan's gonna need a very bad Exo and Essence, honestly, for Luigi to have a chance. But overall, this was very close given when Luigi found that X-ray. Oh yeah, Luigi can't even get to the upper part. There's no boost. Oh yeah, we have a boostless quickly. We've been talking about no boost for so long. I just like finally put it together. Luigi will be coming up on that artifact. Yeah, unfortunately, they also don't have boost. Because if they had any chance to bring this back, they would have had to find boost, I think. To answer a question in chat, there are hints to the artifact locations. So if you go to Artifact Temple and scan the totem poles, they'll tell you the exact locations for them. So they're also, if you get all 6 artifacts before Face-On Suit, if you fight Ridley, you can go to Impact Crater, and there's a scan point that tells you the area in which Phazon is in. Hopefully Luigi knows how to do the FCS climb, and it looks like they do, otherwise they wouldn't be going this way. Ridley bullying BowMan just a little bit. Oh, I've never seen that version of the FCS climb before. Well, Luigi wouldn't need to open the spin bars. Oh. BowMan was so close. Can you get another snipe? I bet they can. Nice. Good snipes. Yeah, to answer that question in chat, the phase on suit hint will only show you, it'll just say the phase on suit's in Chozo or Magmor. It won't say the exact room. And BowMan's saving, just in case Exo doesn't want to cooperate with us, since for that matter. And Luigi coming up on their last artifact. Oh, BowMan falling down off that root. This slope jump is so hard for me. I can never get it to work. Very nicely done from BowMan. And at an hour and 51 minutes, BowMan enters Exo. Yeah, to answer the question in chat, Go mode is the items required to get every artifact and beat the game. So a lot of times people will say that a runner is in phase on Go mode. So you can get every artifact, but don't necessarily know where phase on is. Yeah, BowMan should have a pretty nice time with this Exo with both Ice Spreader and Supers. BowMan doing a nice job manipulating Exo into that attack. It's always unfortunate when Sub-Chamber 2 ends with Ice, because Ice, you can skip a phase with Ice Spreader. It doesn't really do you any good here. Oh, Ice Spreader is the best. Yeah, to answer that question in chat, there's, a lot of checks that people don't like. A notorious one is when there's an artifact on Phazon Mining Tunnel, you're unable to get the Phazon suit hint, so that one always thinks to show up. Anything in Frigate are always terrible. Major bosses. Training Chamber is a rough one, I would say. That's the first one I always think of. Yeah, Training Chamber stinks. You need Boost and Spider and Wave. And it's still out of the way. Anything in lower mines is always rough. Oh, plasma processing is a good one. That one's bad. Cosmic Dynamo as an artifact honestly isn't that bad because if the don't have the know that there's an artifact there and you've got the lower item already, at least you know you have to come back for it. Just realized I'm not talking about BowMan, who's doing a very good job of handling EXO. And with that, EXO's down. All visors for this Essence fight. This should be fairly clean. Let's just pray for no pool skips for BowMan. Luigi is plowing away at Ridley with no boost. Always tough. Yeah, all things considered, this is very, very close with these runners. And BowMan doing a good job of trying to do these attack cancels with the hyper mode. So what that does is tries to manipulate Essence into dropping a pool as fast as possible. And also ensuring that they drop a pool and don't just switch to the next phase without laying a phase on pool. Because there's no way to damage it without that. And BowMan should be finishing very shortly. Should just be able to unload on the Essence with this last pool. And that is GG's for BowMan with a race time of 1:58.02. And Luigi's Mansion is going to finish it out, it looks like. I am very keen to see where Boost was. And with that, Luigi just finished Ridley. Yeah, honestly, very close with these runners. I just realized their times are a little different. I think Luigi must have started it a little late. Yeah, I'm glad Luigi's fighting EXO and Essence because I definitely am one to kind of skip those fights, which definitely doesn't help. Yeah, Luigi doing Thardus was a big time loss. Honestly, that's probably the biggest check that Luigi did and BowMan didn't. BowMan did a lot of late Chozo as well. Oh, let's see where Boost Ball was. Did we find everything else? I think we did. Even the beam combos, because Wave Buster was in Research Core. Transport access. The very first room in Farfen. Wow. That's rough. Not the worst location it could have been, but definitely could have been better. Yeah, we kind of knew it was in Farfen. Yeah, Jack and Jill are absolutely bullying Luigi right now. And Luigi will be entering EXO now. And we are now joined with our winner, BowMan. Any first thoughts on that seed?
I never found Boost Ball, so
neither did Luigi.
To work around, but yeah, it was fun. It wasn't like it was just hard to route, and the fact that we had to forget was a little annoying, but that's okay.
Yeah, those were definitely not the kindest artifacts for the seed. I mean, required frigate, plus Elder Chamber is out of the way, and OP is never fun to do.
Yeah,
so,
it took me forever to find X-Ray, and so that set me back quite a bit.
So the story of the seed was Luigi found Varia like before you, because they used that power bomb to bomb that wall in Ruined Shrine on first pass. So when they warped to start, you guys warped to start around the same time, but when Luigi did that, they went straight to Magmor from that side and then to Fen, but missed Wave Beam and Triclops Pit.
Okay.
So when you went to Magmor, you had Wave, then you went to Fen. And first of all, props on that supers check in Chozo Ice Temple. That was really cool to see.
Yeah, my mentor, Schwartz Gandhi, actually told me about it. He's like, oh yeah, I just barely learned this. Like, let me show you. So I did it.
Of course it was something huge. Like, that was awesome.
Yeah, and then I did it a second time and I still didn't see it. And I was like, okay, what was it? Like, it was ice. And I was like, oh, I got a plasma.
Yeah, so that was huge information for you, because Luigi did not do that, and along with not having Wave, they did pretty much all of Chozo before any of that, so that put you in a pretty significant lead. And then you went through labs after that, and then went back and found Phazon afterwards.
Yeah.
BowMan went back to get Phazon pretty quickly after that too. The biggest thing after that was after Luigi found Plasma, they didn't go straight back for that Gravity and Ice. They went to Workstation and found X-Ray. So they actually were ahead for the longest time, and then Luigi actually looked like they had a chance to bring it back once they found X-Ray, because at that point you had gone through Frigate, Late Chozo, and Upper Mines all before that X-Ray.
Yeah, we were really hoping to find X-Ray along the way, and then it didn't show itself, so we had to backtrack a little bit to Twin Fires and found it at Workstation.
Yeah, I think the other big time loss, like Luigi's just finishing up EXO now, so it was fairly close. But I think another big difference was after Luigi found that X-Ray, they went to fight Stardust, so that was a pretty big time loss that you didn't have to do.
I almost did that though. I thought about it for a second, but he was like, no, not yet. It's not really like in logic technically, because I got spider. I broke the logic to get spider.
Yeah, so chat was pointing out that even because you had ice, that spider was still out of logic without boost.
Yeah.
So yeah, technically Thardus was probably not the smartest play at that time, especially given that plasma was locking ice beam. So you knew it had to be somewhere soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else. Yeah, you guys both did lower. You guys had a simultaneous OP. So you guys were both in lower mines at the same time. The difference was that you had cleaned up the frigate artifact and the Elder Chamber artifact. So you guys both save warped at very similar times. But Luigi just... Or no, Luigi didn't save warp. They went back through upper mines to get to frigate. And then back to Elder Chamber. Yeah, and I think that's part of what saved you in the end. Especially because Plasma was... Or, not Plasma. Phazon was in such a convenient location. Like, I think if Phazon ended up in Farfen, that really would have made things interesting.
Yeah, we headed to Workstation, and we were gonna go to Farfen after if Workstation didn't have anything. So I almost did go to Farfen.
Yeah, and it would have paid off because Boost was in that very first room.
Was it actually?
It was in transport tunnel. What's the I don't know what the room name is. Yeah, it was the plasma locked room.
Yeah, I did see going through the credits. I did see where it was because I was a little upset. I had to do Ridley the slow way.
I think everybody's always upset when that happens.
No, I'm glad it was at least really close.
Yeah, when Luigi found that X-ray, all of us were like, "Oh my gosh, this is so close." But yeah, I meant to say too, I was very impressed with your dashing throughout the seed.
Thank you.
I thought, yeah, especially for a beginner, a lot of your movement was very clean. So I hope I don't have to face you soon.
No, you're good. I speedrun any %.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So, yeah, I'm not very like outwardly active in the Discords, so I don't say much. But yeah, so I've been practicing dashes, but I don't know the other rooms, and that's why I struggled with frigate so much too. I never go through it.
Yeah, it looked like there were a couple rooms that I can't think of them off the top of my head, but it was like, oh, like they do this room so well. I'm surprised they haven't done this one as well. I can't remember. There was definitely one room where that crossed my mind, but I can't remember what it was.
I'm sure there's a few of those because I just don't know how to move. I don't move the room ever. So
yeah,
that's one thing I've been trying to work better on, but it's still not like fantastic.
So how long have you been in the randomizer community then?
I joined the Randomizer Discord like a few years ago, but I never actually like played randomizers. I was just interested in it. So whenever this came up, I was like, oh, like I would love to do that. That'd be so much fun.
Yeah, and I feel like for a player like you, I think it's just a lot of randomizer specific strats, like the Arbor Chamber out of bounds. Like, when would you ever have to do that in any %? Or that super check in Ice Temple. Like, it's just all specific stuff that you would never see unless you were playing the randomizer. And like I guess routing and stuff too might be like really helpful to have someone just telling you if it's the right idea.
Yeah, because I know the double IS and percent route, and that's it. And so I know how to go through all of those rooms. But as
Okay.
soon as I have to deviate from that, I struggle so much with figuring out where I am.
Oh wow. Okay. While we were talking, Luigi's at 65 health, and Essence is like barely hanging on to life. Okay, they should be okay. Oh, yeah. They just have to fire the last couple shots.
Okay, sweet.
Okay. All right.
That's
They
what I was
made it.
scared you
They
meant.
made it. Nice job, Luigi. Oh, that was really scary. So hopefully Luigi will be joining us soon. But yeah, I'm curious to hear what they thought as well, because I'm pretty sure they probably felt behind after finding that wave beam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely felt behind because I felt like I was just running around, not knowing where to go and just wasting time checking everything.
Yeah, because when you went to at the time when you went through back of Chozo, Frigate, and Upper Mines, you really didn't find anything other than the artifacts.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm guessing that had to be a little scary. Both of you did pull off the observatory dash. You did it a little faster, so that made up a little bit of time, but that was big that both of you could do that without
So
going all the way around. Oh, also, can we talk about your OP fight?
yeah,
Oh
that
my gosh. That sucked.
yeah, because I've only ever done it with plasma charge shots, and so Gandhi was like, "Hey, you have like a way faster way of doing it now that you have supers." And I was like, "Okay, cool. Like, teach me." And then I messed it up a few times, and
That
so
makes sense. Yeah.
yeah,
'Cause, yeah, I was that honestly was one of the times where I was like, I'm surprised he doesn't just use supers here.
hmm
Because yeah, the charge plasma shot method is much harder, but I'm guessing you don't do that in any percent.
yeah. No need to get the supers.
Yeah. So let's see if um Luigi is gonna join us. And I don't think I pointed out, but Luigi ended up finishing with a race time of 2:11:04. So just off of what their actual timer shows on stream. Let's see if and we are joined by Luigi's Mansion. GG's.
GG.
Jeez.
So I was explaining to BowMan. So the story of the seed was this. You got Varia before BowMan did when you used that PB to break logic. And when you went to Magmore on first pass, missed that wave beam where BowMan did not. So that put BowMan in a pretty significant lead because you took a while to find that again. And then after that, BowMan actually was able to peek the Chozo Ice Temple item with supers, saw that it was ice, so as soon as he found plasma, they went straight back there and got ice. So they were in a pretty good lead at that point. Whereas when you got plasma, you went a slightly different route. What actually did swing things in your favor though was when after you got plasma, you went to Fen from the back, found X-Ray in Workstation while BowMan was pretty much in a cold streak of not finding anything for a while. So had they not found X-Ray for a while, you actually brought that race back very closely. So this was super interesting the whole way through.
Yeah, I'm blaming Flagra for that loss.
We can always blame Plant.
But GG's again, Bowman. That was
Yeah,
a good
GG's
race.
Luigi's Mansion. It was actually really fun. I was really scared because I didn't find X-ray for like a good 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes. So
Oh, and neither of you found Boost, by the way.
Yeah,
See where it
I'm
was?
kind of mad where it was.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's a little upsetting, but that's okay.
yeah. I think had Plasma been, or not Plasma, I made this mistake the last time I was talking about this. Had Phazon been in a more trolly location, I think Luigi could have brought it back a little bit, but since Phazon was so conveniently placed, it just routed so well for Bowman because you guys actually went into lower mines at the exact same time, but Bowman had already done Frigate and late Chozo, so they had all their artifacts after that. So as soon as they fought OP, they went straight to final bosses, whereas you had to backtrack through Frigate and then back to Elder Chamber.
Yeah, I kind of also needed more health to fight final bosses because I'm not the best at fighting phase 1 of Prime.
Yeah, Exo can really deal some damage. Um, but yeah, luckily you guys had vanilla suit damage, so usually that 50% damage reduction is is very helpful. But yeah, I think someone pointed out earlier in the race that Bowman had picked up a couple more E tanks before final bosses, so you were a little lower on health. You gave us quite a scare at the end of Essence there, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was very happy to see you were able to finish that.
Yeah, I would have been kind of mad at myself if I would have died to Essence.
Hmm. Yeah, and I see your mentor in chat saying that the wave beam placement was gonna hurt. So yeah, that definitely was a big part of it. But you guys definitely brought it back with that X-ray find. So this was really close. I think the only other divergence that happened was, or I guess time loss, was Luigi fought Thardis and Bowman didn't. So that was just another like 5-6 minute time advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, you were really close, and like I was scared because I didn't have X-ray and because I couldn't get two of the artifacts because of that, and so I was scared you had already found it and you were on your way. I mean,
Uh,
we were still really close though.
Yeah,
other
this
than
will be an interesting one to watch back for you guys.
yeah, other than wave beam, I feel like I routed that super well.
Honestly,
I
yeah,
felt like
I
I was
think
going back and forth and back and forth, but yeah,
yeah, honestly, after you found Wavebeam, you did route that very, very well. Just because you found plasma fairly quickly after going through labs, and then routed that into X-ray, into gravity, into ice. So you found all those items super quickly.
Yeah, I kind of checked everything else up to that point, so there wasn't really much I could check.
Yeah, the only thing that I guess might have worked in your favor is somehow getting those artifacts sooner. But honestly, I don't know how that would have been fast. Like, I don't think that would have been enough to bring it back. So I think what you did was just a tiny bit slower than Bowman's whole run. But yeah, you guys will have fun watching this one back.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to now because I want to see it for myself because I was saving right before fighting Ridley, and I glanced over. I saw that BowMan didn't finish yet, and then by the time I finished Ridley, I saw he finished. Like, oh man, Thardus killed the seed for me.
Yeah, that definitely was a big time loss, but I think it was a little more than just Stardust. But yeah, Bowman finished right around when you finished Ridley.
Yeah. Also, I had my worst ever climb of Impact Crater, and that
Jack
didn't
and
really
Jill
help.
bullied you
Oh my
so
gosh.
bad. So bad.
I almost got sniped by Metroid on the very first jump up, and yeah, it would have killed me.
I got knocked down twice, if that's any
Ooh.
consolation.
Yeah, they bullied you so bad. And as Speed Gaming chat is rightfully pointing out, please follow our runners. They gave us an amazing race. Follow the tracker too, Warren Traveler. My name's Java. I don't stream much, but only if you want, I guess. Um, any other comments from either of you before we end the stream?
Oh,
I'm excited to watch it back because I want to see how you routed it, Luigi's Mansion, just because I do need help with that. Um, but yeah, I think it was a really good game.
yeah, very good game. I hope the rest of your races go pretty well.
Thanks, you too.
Thank you. Thanks again also to our mentors.
Yes, they are very helpful.
Oh yeah, please give them a follow as well. I'm not sure their Twitch channels, but their names are Lenofis and Schwartz Gandhi. I'm sure you can find them point, but please follow them. They're both experienced runners, and we are very grateful to them to help us here. So yeah, with that, I think all that's left to say is we will see you next mission. Thanks everyone for joining us.